This is DreamWorks, founded in the 90s by Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Geffenberg. They would make films that would range in a lot of things. Or sometimes they would make some of the most acclaimed works in the field of animation. And some days, let's just say they've seen better days. But no matter what people say about this studio, one thing everyone agrees is one of, if not DreamWorks' best, is one of their most epic. You see, while most studios have lions, warriors, wizards, etc., DreamWorks have dragons. How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. I've done a complete history on this franchise, but now the moment you've all been waiting for, I get to review one of the movies in this beloved franchise. But which one? Well, since I've done so many sequels like Shrek 2, why don't I look at what many people consider to be the best in this trilogy, How to Train Your Dragon 2. 5 years have passed since the events of the first film. Now the dragons and Vikings of Berk live together in perfect harmony. Chief of Berk, Stoic, wants his son Hiccup to take over as chief, but Hiccup doesn't know who he is yet as a person. Suddenly, Hiccup and Toothless come across a group of dragon trappers who claim they are working for Drago Bloodfist, to which Stoic the Vast knows all too well. His plan is to capture all dragons for world domination. Suddenly, Hiccup meets his long-lost mother, Valka, who has revealed that she's been rescuing endangered dragons. But with the uprising of Drago, Hiccup will have to make some tough choices in order to stop Drago, with some sacrifices in the process. I really like the first Dragons film. Sure, it didn't invent the wheel as it did feature a lot of cliches, but it was executed in a way that made the characters likable and relatable. Not to mention that the flying scenes are some of the best in an animated film. It was a prominent example of what dreamers can do when they put their mind to it. The sequel, on the other hand, where do I even begin with this masterpiece of a film? The film makes some of the best elements of the first film and makes them even better. First off, the film really works excellently as a sequel. We see that not only the characters age up a bit, but also the environment of Berk, as it's a utopia for both dragons and Vikings as well. The film perfectly evolves the characters from the first film, especially Hiccup, who still has his nerdy teen angst as usual, but now is a lot more braver and skilled as a dragon trainer. You see how he has mastered his tech, which helps make him a more strong protagonist. However, he's not perfect. He can still come across as naive at times. This isn't a complaint, however. It's actually a praise, as it helps make Hiccup human while still being a strong main character. Plus, his arc on becoming the next chief is both compelling and relatable as well. Same goes to the other returning characters, especially Stoic. In the first film, while he did care about his son, he can also come across as a bit distant towards. But in here, it's clear he's come around for both his people and son. While he can be hard-nosed at times, it's only because he cares about his family. However, it's the new characters that really makes this movie. First, we have Valka, Hiccup's mother. She really gives this film so much depth and dimension. She's very wise and kind, but like Stoic and Hiccup, she's far from perfect, and those flaws help make her a relatable character. And then we have the villain of the film, Drago Bloodfist. Drago is easily one of DreamWorks' most terrifying villains, with a scream that can make you shiver and a look that looks more animal than human, true human. And he's interesting as he is scary, as not only does he have no qualm of harming innocent dragons and people, but will even use Toothless as a weapon to kill Hiccup in one scene, which is rather dark stuff. Speaking of which, this film can be quite dark and mature at times. Scenes like when Drago kills many chiefs, and especially the previously mentioned mind-controlled Toothless scene. It especially gets even more dark when Stoic sacrifices his freaking life to save his own son. And yes, one of the major characters of the franchise freaking dies in this sequel. which is rather shocking to see something like that in a family film, let alone an animated family film, that is. These dark moments never make the film too bleak, as they also help the more emotional moments all the more to be more impactful. And they also help give alongside the message of maturity and taking your place as an adult. To quote Stoic, a chief protects his own. Plus, the film does still have a sense of humor at times. These comedic moments never come across as jarring as they help humanize our characters. The animation for this film is absolutely breathtaking. The shots are gorgeous and huge. The designs for both the dragon and the humans are very unique looking. And the many fight scenes and flight scenes, oh my gosh, are some of the best. Whenever there's a scene of flying, the film really packs you. And I have to give props to the legendary John Powell, whose music score always hits, and this film is some of his finest, with some scores like Flying with Mother or Stoic Ship. To conclude, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is awesome, it's emotional, powerful, and can get dark at times, but also leaves a smile on your face. And yes, this gets a 10 out of 10. Just watch it for yourself. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you all next time.